Oh no, we do have the clip. Okay, so we got the clip of Dennis Prager. He's from Prager University, and it's not a I'm sorry, it's Prager U. Got to be sure not to mess that up. They call themselves Prager U, even though they're not an actual university because
It's
they
like, I'm
needed.
like, who? I never heard of
Yeah,
Prager.
Right.
yeah,
I'm like
it
Prager.
yeah,
Prego? No.
Prego Ragu
Prego.
Okay.
University.
Ragu.
Um,
Prego. Okay.
well,
Prego.
I can't even do a real show messing with y'all. Well, this is him on the screen. This is Dennis Prager, and he's battling COVID-19, and he's such a good American patriot. He said he ran out into the storm, Rebecca, and caught COVID, so that he could get the
What
COVID
storm?
in the storm of the pandemic. He said he intentionally went out and caught COVID-19, and he looks like he's a walking comorbidity. Let's take a listen in to this man, Dennis Prager.
Okay, everybody, all good. I'm broadcasting from my home because I'm not going into the station as I have COVID. I was tested positive last week, and I have been steadily improving. At no point was I in danger of hospitalization. I have received monoclonal antibodies. That's Regeneron. I have, of course, for years, a year and a half, not years, been taking hydroxychloroquine from the beginning with zinc. I've taken Z-Pak, the
Let us know what didn't work, sir.
erythromycin,
Name them all.
as
Why David
the
muted my
Zelenko
ass?
protocol would have it. I have taken
probably was muted,
ivermectin.
Ivermectin.
I have done what a person should do
My God.
if one is not going to get vaccinated. It is infinitely preferable to have natural immunity than vaccine immunity. And that is what I hoped for the entire time. Hence, I so engaged with strangers, constantly hugging them, taking photos with them, knowing that I was making myself very susceptible to getting COVID, which is indeed, as bizarre as it sounded, what I wanted.
He has breathing problems right now.
He did.
In the hope that I would achieve natural immunity and be taken care of by therapeutics. That is exactly what has happened. It should have happened to the great majority of Americans. The number of deaths in this country owing to COVID is a scandal, which one day will be clear to Americans.
Did you see that sleight of hand at the end?
It was the beginning of the clip for me, y'all. That took me out.
You know,
he started talking. He's like, "Yeah."
Run the first 30 seconds again, David. Let the first 10 seconds. 10 seconds. It's early.
Everybody, all good. I'm broadcasting from my home because I'm not going into the station.
And here go me. See, as much as I like to ride people out, but here go my behind. I feel bad. He's
It's
wrong.
his dumb ass.
This is dumbass.
And he's
Oh
still
my gosh.
and he's still saying things that are still not even like helpful. He's still saying that it's a scandal. COVID-19 is a scandal. The pandemic is a scandal. Yet he's a part of a number that he's a part of people who have been affected gravely by listening to the terrible rhetoric. And you're literally telling us that you've utilized ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine,
Yeah.
whatever. And you're telling us that you use these things which we know have not worked because you have COVID-19 and it's affecting every part of you. Maybe he had some pre-existing conditions already, but to see him like this really like. Other people have had all of these symptoms.
You are such a good person, Rebecca.
Couldn't breathe, but just to see somebody literally fighting for their lives and still telling us that what they're utilizing, like it's still a scandal. God forbid, but you may not be here.
That's
to talk about this being a scandal.
Right. And don't understand and realize that y'all leading all this stuff and y'all still depending on the antibodies. So you're going to go out there, just catch it and then wait to build up antibodies. Then, okay, cool. Just die.
And you got to think about it this way. Go ahead, bro.
I was about to say, read the super chat real quick. An adverse reaction to Z-Pack and ivermectin is diarrhea. A man this full of BS should be on the toilet 24/7.
I agree. Somebody said hydroxy.
This man said, this man said, I'm injecting myself with horse dewormer, ivermectin. I'm using fish tank cleaner, hydroxychloroquine. But he also didn't, he also said he's getting the whatever, the antibodies, the treatments and stuff. He's getting treatments that most people are not going to be able to get access to because a lot of Americans, how many Americans don't even have insurance in the first place? They weren't going to the hospital before the pandemic. They're sure as hell not going during the pandemic unless they're like Prager there, who's like, because he wanted to intentionally get COVID-19. Rebecca, you're a good person because I have absolutely no sympathy to this man.
I am, but if I see somebody, I hate to see it. I hate to see what COVID does to people because COVID
to him. I don't know if I hate to see it. But I don't know if I hate to see what it does to him.
Maybe it's just the peopling in me. I don't like people much, but I don't want to see people die either. Now he's over here and he's still, but even in this moment where he doesn't know what his body is capable of doing and if it's going to be able to fight off anything. And, I don't know. But even in this moment, it's so sad that you are willing to fight and utilize and push this narrative that COVID-19 is a scandal, that the pandemic is a scandal. You are part of that number that may not make it, my guy.
And let me say this. I tell you one other thing. I guarantee you, he already got the vaccine. There's no way.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, he may as well. He's probably vaccinated and he knows that he may make it through this, but he has to continue on to push this rhetoric because it pays him. If he knows he's gonna live and probably might live with one lung, that's all right for him because the money is more important.
David, I hate you, David, because he is pausing.
That COVID-19 ain't no joke, is it, Dennis? He follows me on Twitter. Let's tag him in this clip.
Really?
How's your oxygen levels this morning? I just want to check on you.